very short yoga series just to be able to do yoga every day. So I'm going to have this at exactly 15 minutes, and we're going to get everything we need to do and during that time. So let's start on our backs and bring knees to chest. And right here, we are stretching the whole of the spine. We're stretching the quads. And just roll from side to side. Bring the feet down to the mat. Let's push into the feet, lifting up. Bring the bottom over to the right-hand side of the mat. Bring knees to chest. Let the knees fall to the left-hand side. The knees should be right at the belly button or even higher. And opening up through the thoracic spine. Opening up through the chest. Three more nice breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now let's lift one knee up at a time. Unless you're feeling a little inflamed today, you could roll over to the left and then come as one complete unit back to center. Now let's press through the feet from the middle of the mat again. Lift up, bring the bottom over to the left side of the mat, bring knees to chest, and let the knees fall to the right-hand side. 5 nice mindful breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's bring one knee back up and then the following knee. Come back to the center of the mat. Bring knees to chest. Let's bring the feet down to the mat. And we're just going to hug the right knee into the chest. Exhaling. Inhale. Straighten the right leg. Exhale. Hug the right knee. Inhale. Straighten the right leg. Exhale. Hug the right knee. Inhale. Straighten the right leg. Exhale, hug the right knee. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, hug the right knee. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Let's bring that right foot back down. Let's hug the left thigh to chest. Exhaling, inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend that knee, hug it into the chest. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, hug. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, hug. Inhale, straighten. Let's bring that left foot down. Straighten both of your legs. Reach in opposite directions. If your shoulders hurt doing that, you can reach your arms anywhere. Just reach to the top of the head. And we're going to stretch the whole front of the body, moving the ribs back, moving the back ribs back as well. Reaching through the heels. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Right knee comes to chest. We're going to give it a hug. You could tuck your chin and lift your knee to the nose and reaching through fingertips and heels. Reaching the whole of the spine in different directions. And exhale, left thigh to chest. You could tuck the chin and bring the nose to the knee and reaching in opposite directions. Big stretch. Exhale, right knee to chest. Tuck the chin, lift the head. You do not have to lift the head at all. Inhale, reaching through fingertips and heels or top of head and heels. And exhale, left thigh to chest. Now let's lower the head back down, bring knees to chest and roll from side to side. Bring your feet down to the mat. Let's bring the arms out to the sides. And tell you what, let's do a little bit of a thoracic stretch with our butterfly. So have this underneath the thoracic spine, right at the shoulder blades, and then a blanket or a block under the head, right here, which is nice and soft for that area, and the head on a block and the arms out to the side. And we're going to let the knees fall wide. Just make sure that nothing feels sensitive here. If it does, move the folded blanket up higher and have the block higher. You know, if you have kyphosis going on, you're going to have to be super, super careful. Take it nice and slow every day, moving the prop underneath the shoulder blades higher and higher as you go along. Might take a year, and then eventually the head would be on the floor. And you know, there are days when that would not be a good idea and I wouldn't force it. So think about what feels good today. What can I do today in this 15 minutes? You could even bring your arms into soccer goal post or cactus arms. You could even give yourself a hug. You could gaze over to the left, see how that feels, and gaze over to the right, see how that feels. Just gazing to the left again, and then gazing to the right. And if that doesn't feel okay, don't do it. Try it again another day. Bring the arms down by your sides. Now we're going to bring the knees back up to center. And you can stay here in this thoracic opening and bring your feet to the outside edges of the mat and let the knees fall to the right. If that feels too much on your spine, I would come out, roll over onto your side, remove the block, bring your head to the blanket. Just know some days you're going to be able to do some things, some days you're not. Be careful. So head would be on a blanket, and then you would let your knees fall to the right-hand side to stretch out your quadricep a little bit more. Not forcing anything, especially if you're hypermobile. I would have a block under my knee to press into. And then we're going to exhale the knees back up to center, and then let the knees fall to the left-hand side, pressing that right knee down. Nice mindful breaths. Breath is everything. There might be some time that you just listen to this class, listen to the music, and just breathe. Now let's exhale the knees back up and then windshield wipe from side to side. Now roll over onto your left-hand side, and for thoracic spine, a nice thing to do also every day is inhale, opening the right arm to the right-hand side, and exhale, close. Inhale, open, not forcing anything, but thinking about one day my shoulder will be on the floor. Know that you could also bend the elbow and move this way. All right, whatever way feels good for you today. And then we're going to roll over to the other side. Inhale, lift the left arm up and over towards the left-hand side, and exhale, close. Maybe that feels too much today, so you could keep your elbow bent. You might find that you want to stay open and reap the benefits of this opening through the chest, reversing all the damage that we do rounding in front of phones, computers, our hobbies, reading. Now let's inhale here and exhale, close it back up. Let's make our way onto our backs again and just hug knees to chest. Then we're going to bring hands to the backs of the thighs and widen. new improved happy baby. So we're stretching out the pelvic floor. And this is a 15-minute class you can do every single morning. Think how in the next 2 weeks, how great you're going to feel. Now let's do wrist rolls, ankle rolls, and then bring knees to chest. Roll on over to the left-hand side, and let's come up onto all fours. And we're going to inhale into cow. Lovely opening to reverse kyphosis. And then exhale. Make sure your knees are nice and wide. We're going to push back into child's pose. Inhale into cow. Exhale into child or puppy pose. Inhale into cow. Exhale into child's pose. Now from child's pose, we're going to walk over to the right-hand side and breathe up the whole left side of the body, especially around the rib area. One more breath here. Now let's walk over to the left-hand side, breathing up the whole right side of the body. One more breath here. Now let's walk back to center. And let's come up onto all fours. Let's inhale into cow. And exhale, pressing back through the right heel. Stretching out the calf muscles for the day, stretching out the plantar fascia. Getting into the toe roots. And let's switch sides, pushing back through left heel. Just nice and easy. And then come back to center. Let's inhale into cow. And exhale, let's sit back on our heels. Now that might be with props as needed, maybe a couple of blocks between your feet to sit back, to lengthen the calf muscles, lengthen the quads, stretch the tops of the feet and ankles. We're going to do a few rain salutations. So we're going to inhale into happy cow. And then exhale into child's pose or puppy pose. A reminder of what puppy pose looks like. The heels are over the knees instead of sitting back towards the feet. Then you're going to inhale into cow, head up, belly down. And exhale into downward facing dog or child's pose or puppy pose. Inhale into cow. Exhale into child or puppy pose. Walk the hands to the knees. Inhale all the way up into happy cow. And exhale into prayer. Inhale into happy cow. Exhale into child or puppy pose. Inhale into cow. Exhale into down dog or child's pose or puppy pose. Inhale into cow. Exhale into child or puppy pose. Walk the hands to the knees. Inhale all the way up into happy cow. And exhale into prayer. And remember, prayer can be here for you, all right? Inhale into happy cow. Exhale into child or puppy pose. Inhale into cow. Exhale into down dog, child's pose or puppy pose. Inhale into cow. Exhale into child or puppy pose. Walk the hands to the knees. Inhale all the way up into happy cow. And exhale into rare. Now let's bring the hands down to the mat. And we're going to inhale into cow again. And then we're going to exhale into puppy pose, which is one of the best poses for kyphosis. And just really breathing deep into the back ribs here. If you don't like this, you're not alone. I do not like it either. I really think it has a lot to do with how long the torso is, how long the neck is, what you have going on in shoulders. And if you would like to, you could slide the left arm underneath the right and twist open right at that special spot, right in the shoulder, right at the shoulder blades, in the middle of thoracic spine. Then slide the right hand in front of the face, press in, and let's come back into puppy pose. And let's slide the right arm. If you choose, you can just stay in puppy pose. Right arm underneath the left underarm. Tenting the hand. Breathing into the thoracic spine. If it's painful, please come out. Let's slide the left hand in front of the face, press in, and let's come back up onto all fours. Let's inhale into cow. Exhale into spinal balance, right arm forward, left heel back. Inhale into cow. Maybe you don't feel like doing anything as challenging as this today. You could just flow with cow and child's pose. Just going from side to side in your spinal balance with the cow pose in between. So great for our spine. Make sure you keep your arms strong. Inhale into cow and then exhale into child's pose. And then walk the hands up to the knees. And we just got a whole bunch of yoga in. I hope you enjoyed this video. And hopefully I'll have time to do a 30-minute video for y'all for when you have a little bit more time. Namaste, everyone.